Alright, this is a LearnWake analysis of a user clip video submitted by dtgold. He's having problems with his tantrums, trying to progress his attempts. Let's play through this. The biggest thing that I see is it looks like you're pushing off the bottom of the wake. Overall, your position's good coming in. I would try to get more speed, maybe by edging out further or just edging in harder. It looks like you don't have quite enough speed to carry the flip of the tantrum. But the biggest thing is right there. This is basically where you're punching off the wake instead of right here. So yeah, see right there how you're pushing off the bottom. Try to ride up the wake more and try to push off the top of the wake more. This one actually isn't as bad as the next few, but your overall speed just isn't enough to produce a fast enough flip and get you around and across the wakes. Let's go through this a little bit more. Actually, that was one of the further ones. Right here it looks like you've lost a lot of, this is your actual first one. You're flattening off at the right time. It just doesn't look like you have quite enough speed to create enough pop. But I think you can see right here, you actually, right there, boom, you're popping off the bottom of the wake. And that just makes you leave early. And you just don't get all of the energy of the wake, which doesn't give you enough height and enough rotation. So I think that's your biggest problem. You can see it right there as you go through it. And your pop just kind of diminishes. Overall, you're going to need a lot more speed. I mean, the basic rule of thumb is with a trip flip, the way I like to explain it is, let's say on a scale of 0 to 10, you need at least 5 left at the wake to produce enough height, enough distance, and enough rotation. If you need 5 here at the wake, and you're minusing some when you flatten off your edge to switch your edge, let's say -5, if you start at 0, build up to 5, and then -5, you got nothing left. So you basically have to think of it like, okay, I need to build up to 10 -5 and then have 5 left to do the trick. So to build up to 10, you got to be really aggressive. You got to cut out far. You got to get too much speed than you need, knowing that you can sacrifice some of that speed and have enough left to be able to do the trick. So let's look at this one. As you come in, your edging position's fine, but you can just see right there. See that back leg straighten out? It's actually straightening out and pushing off the bottom of the wake instead of riding up the wake and pushing off the top. If you got all that energy of the wake, you would definitely go a lot higher, carry more distance, and then rotate further. So I think that's the biggest thing you need to work on. Riding up the wake. This is all due to a head turn, the way that you're going to fakie. Let's rewind it just a touch. So see how your head's kind of turning? You should be looking up right here. It's actually down towards the water, but up in your position. But watch your head as you start to rotate. See how it's kind of turn and looking towards that shoulder? I mean, that basically will make you spin. Any kind of head turn during a tantrum will make you spin. And then it turns towards your back shoulder. Right there, you're looking at your back shoulder, and that kind of amplifies the whole situation. If you kept looking at this shoulder, it would help you turn and fix the problem. So that's another problem with the end of the rotation, and that seems like it's more of a defense mechanism than anything. If I knew I wasn't going to rotate, I definitely would want to land on my back and my butt. So same thing. See how your head is looking towards that shoulder? Should be trying to look towards the boat, trying to help the rotation fix itself. Let's look at another one. So right here, this is all kind of too slow. Like, I would get on it hard, overdo it a bit. You can be kind of sloppy with your edge on a tantrum. You just got to make sure you get way too much speed, so that way when you trip yourself, you'll lose a bit but have enough left to do the trick. Let's look at the pop on this one as well. Same kind of thing. Looks like pushing off the bottom of the wake rather than the top of the wake. That was a little bit better than the rest, but I think all in all you just don't have enough speed and you're not pushing out the right part of the wake. And then the head turn at the end. That one was really early. You can see right there you're actually not even up to the top. You should see this back leg extended right off the top of the wake if you're pushing at the right time. Yep. I think if you fix those few things, a lot more speed, push off the top of the wake, and then fix that head turn at the end of the trick, I think you'll have a lot more success.